Hey everyone, it's your favorite YouTuber Dr. Powerslide back with another video. I've been on YouTube for quite a few years now, and I've not only learned a lot about content creation during this time, but I've also developed an amazing fan base. However, something that I bet most of you didn't know is that there's been a lot of cut content from this channel over the past few years. Animations, full-on videos, and so much more. So let's go on a trip down memory lane, at least my memory, to see the Dr. Powerslide that was never uploaded. One of the upsides of putting all my stuff on a Google Drive is that I have the ability to look at stuff I made as far back as 5 years ago. Early on in my YouTube journey, there were many scripts that were never turned into videos. Back when I was in high school a few years ago, I for some reason developed a crazy obsession with this game I played as a young kid called Split Second. It's a great game and I really do recommend it if you're looking for a fun arcade racer. For some inexplicable reason though, I became obsessed with it, to the point where I made an entire art project about it for my 3D design portfolio, as that was the career I wanted to go into at the time. Though in retrospect, I am glad I chose a different career path. I want you to guess how many scripts I wrote about this game in total. Time starts now. 5. Yes, that's right, 5 entire scripts about this one game. Why is Split Second so awesome? An essay on the most underrated video game ever made. A love letter to Split Second. Why I love Split Second and why it failed. And who can forget Split Second, the best arcade racer you probably didn't play. In all fairness, this was over the course of a few years and it made for an easy topic to practice writing with when I tried to improve my video quality 2 years back. But it's hilarious knowing that I have 5 separate Google document files about this one game. Split Second was not the only scrapped video from the old era of this channel though. Before 15-year-old me realized that scripts are a thing, before I even had this microphone that my parents so graciously gifted to me, I made 2 separate video essays, almost completely off the dome. Do you guys remember the dream drama? I didn't really care in all honesty, but I made an entire 5-minute video talking about it back in the summer of 2021. Literally entirely freestyling it, with absolutely no writing.
So if you guys don't know, Dream just got himself out of a ton of controversy regarding his speedrun. Everyone was saying it was fake, and I was kind of thinking that thing.
Yeah, don't be surprised. That's what young Dr. Powerslide sounded like. Not my proudest moment. Before you make fun of me, I made that video a day before my Boy Scouts summer camp started, and I wanted to get a video out while I was gone. This was when I used to upload twice a week, if any of you remember. So I spent 10 minutes recording the audio with my phone, recorded roughly 5 minutes of Minecraft gameplay, and spent a grand total of probably 20 minutes editing it. The video was finished, but I got rid of it because, well, it was not very good. The other unscripted video essay I made was an unfinished Minecraft cave sound video, where I explored what they are, what causes them, and their lore implications. It never got its own video. Instead, I thought it'd be a good idea to leave it at the end of my Audi R8 low poly time-lapse video. There were also plenty of videos I wanted to make, but simply wasn't disciplined enough to go through with creating at the time. A GTA 5 review, a video on the asphalt and mobile racing games, another video on cave sounds? I also really liked SML as a kid, not in the Ray Rants or the SMR way.
Hello, my name's Mario and I'm your neighbor, and I'm a registered snuff.
Oh, cool, me too!
But I always thought that the show was really interesting and funny, especially given that it started off as a cheap, low-budget show made by a 13-year-old and his younger brother. In fact, I've watched every episode from 2013 to the end of 2021 so many times that I can probably recite the dialogue from every single video from memory. I am not joking, I really loved SML as a kid. There were also a few times when I wanted to make a full-on video about SML. I actually ended up making one, but it wasn't all that great, so I got rid of it. In fact, I think that was what really inspired me to make YouTube videos, now that I think about it. As before Dr. Powerslide, or my real name, there was another one, Tiger in the World. You can hear a 13-year-old Dr. Powerslide, or sorry, the Epic U Gaming 142, my little brother and our friend waving our plushes around and voice acting. It was as bad as it sounds, and it sounds really bad. Warning! This video contains one bad word. It's bleeped out though. Good to know, man. I don't know what could have happened if I heard a bad word.
Dude, I still don't understand what illegal means.
If you still want to watch these videos now for whatever reason, look up Tiger in the World. Everything is still public, and hey, if you came from this video, leave a comment. I think some of my 8th grade classmates are still subscribed to that channel.
Oh, I can use this,
That was the old era of Dr. Powerslide content on YouTube. But what about now? Believe it or not, there's still a plethora of content that never made it into videos. This channel has a multitude of scripts that were fully written, sometimes voiced, and sometimes partially or even fully edited, but never ended up public on the channel. There was a video where I discussed why Minecraft is so popular, a review of Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown, a big video I had planned and written for Cyberpunk 2077, a video on Need for Speed World, and an entire video on Need for Speed Payback, which I had fully edited. Oh, you don't believe me? Take a look at this. But you always have enough to buy the cars that you want. So even if your heart is still set on a specific car, you can always buy one for each division that they're eligible in. For the campaign, this is great. For the rest of the game, yeah, we'll get to that. That's the good about this car list. Unfortunately, there's also a lot of bad. You know my Need for Speed Unbound video, right? The one that got like 200,000 views? Well, that wasn't the original script. No, I rewrote it twice before eventually making something I was happy with on the third attempt. More on why in a minute. My magnum opus in this regard was my cinematic blender movie I initially drafted up for my Forza Horizon 6 review. It was meant to be an anime cel-shaded car racing film that has a small role in a racing story I've been building up in my head but never went through with creating for the last 10 years. I animated, added materials to, and created the lighting for every bit of this movie on my own in Blender. I storyboarded the whole thing. It was still a decent way from final production, hence the sometimes janky animations and lack of camera shake, but I was in love with it. This movie was canceled due to time constraints, mostly. The semester just ended and I was really excited to work on this movie I had planned, but it ended up being a way larger project than I initially thought it would be. Still though, let me know if you like what you see. I'm still considering finishing this and repurposing it somewhere in an upcoming video soon. Up to this point, you might be wondering why I never released any of these last few bits of content, and it's because it's something that I've been fighting for the last 2.5 years. Perfectionism. I took the route of being a perfectionist for a very long time. If I didn't deem a video to be absolutely perfect and devoid of any and all issues, I was extremely hesitant to upload it. Unfortunately, this ended up being quite problematic. Burnout became a common occurrence, and I got tired of working on videos far more times than I'd like to admit. It sucked the joy out of one of my favorite things to do, the thing I've been dreaming of doing since I was a child. I've always been so headstrong with YouTube this whole time because I've been doing a diet version of it for as long as I can remember. You know sometimes when kids pretend to make YouTube videos while they're playing games, talking to themselves? No? Yeah, I still do that. Multiple times a day. I've been doing this for as long as I can remember. I am not joking. I don't think my parents even know about this, but for almost all the major things I've been happy about in my life, all the lessons I've learned, I've literally pretended to make a video out of it, talking to a camera that doesn't exist. Am I going crazy? Maybe. Is this a sign that I was meant to be a YouTuber? Hopefully, because as we reach the conclusion to this rather short video, I want to announce a major change to this channel. I turned 21 years old 3 days ago, and quite honestly, I'm ready to take my dream of becoming a successful YouTuber seriously again. And to do that, I'm gonna start making content as per an upload schedule. While I won't pinky promise, swear on everyone's soul that it'll be out every single time it's due just yet, because things do sometimes happen, I'm telling you to expect a new video every single week, 9 days at the maximum. I was actually gonna upload something completely different, but that video ended up taking a lot more time than I was initially expecting, and there were also my birthday celebrations, so I decided to make this video and upload it over the course of a single day instead. I know this was a very random video, and I know it's probably not gonna get any views, but I hope you liked it regardless. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
戻りました。